Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to explain how I actually just made 10K in only 1 week, so like roughly 7 days, right? And if you look here, I went from 3.2, right? Then here, 2,900, $100 deposit, 700, 1,500, and then 2,000, right? So yeah, 10K within literally 1 week, right? In this video I'm going to explain how you can actually do the same, and I don't have to really do shit. I don't have to call my leads, I don't have to book them in, right? All that I had to do was take the sales call and just close, and I'm going to teach you guys how to automate this and do it yourself in the outreach methods that I use to actually get your appointment literally booked to the brim. And the reason I was actually be able to do this and just scale so damn fast is because my calendar looks like this, right? As you can see here, I have like these two got canceled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 calls, mentee call, like I have crazy amount of calls like every single day, and I don't have to do shit. This is all on autopilot. This all gets booked in for me, right? So I literally just show up, close the sale, and that's all I have to do, and then do service delivery, which is light anyways, right? See, so this is like, my schedule is crazy. As you can see, like right here, right here, right here, all on autopilot. I don't have to do anything, right? Again, here, next week, it's just like completely booked out. Like I just have calls after calls after calls after calls, right? And the reason I'm actually able to do this is because, right, I outsource it to a bunch of setters, and they just do all the work for me, and then I pay them on commission. After I close the deal, then I'll pay them, right? Booking in your own appointments by yourself, then you're obviously doing something wrong because it's just so low leverage, right? In that time, you could be taking sales calls, doing service delivery, doing other things that are going to grow your business, right? Obviously, you need appointments to grow your business, right? To take sales calls, but you need to outsource this. There's no reason you need to be doing this yourself. If you're doing it yourself, you're just a bot, right? You're basically an appointment setter, right? You're just working a 9 to 5 at that point. So the whole reason for starting SMMA is to have location freedom and time freedom. With this, I don't have to sit down on my computer all day just calling leads and booking them in, right? I can do whatever I want when a sales call comes, which are actually fun. I just get on the call, close the deal. If I don't close it, it's fine. I'm that much closer to a sale actually happening, right? And so that's why it's so important that you guys do not do appointment setting. There's literally no reason to do it. It's so low leverage. Just have them book in themselves, right? And then you take the sales calls. Then soon enough, you get a sales rep, which I have now, and they take all the sales calls. Then you don't have to do crap except for service delivery. Then when service delivery is, obviously outsourced, then you literally have to do nothing. You just have cash flow just flowing to you every single day, right? Now, the first off, what you guys need to do is you need to get a lead scraper. So I'm going to teach you everything on actually how to do this, right? So what you need to go is you need to go to Apollo, right? Or you need to go to Lead Singer. Here, right here, right? Get leads from here, which works very, very well. Or you want to use Apollo. So just you want to use one of these two, right? Once you get leads, you want to get like 10,000, doesn't really matter, just a shit ton of leads, right? But you want to get the mobile numbers, because if you send, or if you're calling a whole bunch of leads, cold calling, right? You're calling a whole bunch of leads, and there are like a receptionist, right? Or if it's a landline, like it's just, you're not going to book as many as appointments if you call those people. What you want to be targeting is the mobile numbers, because if you call the mobile numbers, well, you're going to have a higher pickup rate because this is the owner's personal cell phone. So once you guys have the leads, where you actually want to go is you want to go to clear out phone, right? Now, once you're here, you guys are here, right? You see I have sourced many, many leads, but what you want to do is you want to go to my list, right? And you just want to basically add your list in there, throw it in there, make sure it's a CSV, and then get the leads, right? Now, once you have the leads, all right, so once you guys have the leads, you want to put it into a Google Sheets, right? Now, what you want to do is it's going to say VoIP, it's going to say landline, it's going to say mobile number. All this is going to be mixed up when you actually throw it in here. So what you want to do is right-click, sort Z to A, and when you do that, all these are going to be in order, right? It's all going to say VoIP or what type of phone number, right? Now, you don't want VoIP, you don't want landlines, right? You don't want any invalids. All you want is the mobile numbers, right? That's literally all you want, the valid mobile numbers. Now, what you want to do is just basically go down this line and copy. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy however much you want, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to copy that, delete it from here, so you know you've deleted it, and then you want to open up a Google Sheet. So what I like to do is I like to, let's say you have 10 different appointment setters, right? You want to have a Google sheet for each, or a Google sheet for each appointment setter, right? So let's just say this guy's name was, Vinny or whatever his name was, right? You go in here, paste the leads, and the leads that appointment setter do is he's going to do this whole process I'm about to explain in a second. He's going to do, because it's a pain in the ass. If you have to wake up every single morning, do this for him, you're not going to want to do that crap, right? So what you're going to want to do is paste the leads in here, and then you're going to teach your appointment setter how to actually do this themselves. Now, let's just say I was Vinny, the appointment setter. What I would do is I would get my leads. So I already put leads in here. So let's just say, right, he wakes up in the morning, Vinny does, the appointment setter, and he sees the leads here, right? So what he's going to do is he's essentially going to copy all these leads, right? Because what you want to do is you want to put like 1,000 leads in here. So every day, like you yourself, right, don't have to keep putting leads in your appointment setter's Google Sheets. So what you want to do is, like, let's say you just copy 250. You tell him, hey, only send out 250 for the day. Cool. Let's just say he copied 250, right? Then what you want to have him do is open another Google Sheet, an untitled one, paste them in here. That way, he deleted the ones from here. That way, all the other ones he doesn't, put into high level. So then you have this sheet, file, download the CSV, right? Then you want to go to high level, right? You're going to go to contacts. Then you're going to go to import. And essentially what you do, import contacts, right? Throw the untitled spreadsheet in here, right? Create an update. So you just want to create contacts, right? Next. All you want to actually put here is the phone number. So I just get the phone number because that's really all you need. Now, it depends what lead scraper used. Sometimes you will have the owner's phone number or the owner's name. Sometimes you won't, right? But let's just say you don't have the owner's name in your sheet that you got. What you do is you would go to phone, right? So you just place that in. So where the phone place is. So this should be, see, phone number, right? You want to place that with phone, right? Map the field. And then all you need is state in the city, right? Because when you call this person, you want to say, hey, we're working with roofers or car detailers in, Cincinnati, Ohio, right? For example, that's what you would say. Just because then it sounds more tailored and just more personalized to them, right? So what you want to say is then you would put, right, your state. Then you'd put the city, right? Then after you do that, don't import data in 15 untapped columns. That's fine. You don't need really any of that other stuff. Press next. Now you want to create a smart list. So essentially what this does is you want to create list, because if your appointment setter does this every day and they just throw a list in there, they're not going to know which leads are which, what they already sent out. So you would call it, let's just say, for instance, this is, their first list that they're putting in. Just call it roofers 1 or car detailers 1, whatever it is, right? Click none of these other things here. All this is good, right? I confirm on the bottom here. Start bulk import. Then reload the page. And then it should show up here. So what's going to happen is all your leads are going to show up here if you go to your list, right, that you just imported with the name, right? All your leads are going to show up there. Then you're going to have your appointment setter have a number, right? So if I click this up here, they call from a number. And then essentially what they do is they just, copy, right? So go back here, copy, right? Paste, dial. Always double dial. So if they don't answer first time, obviously dial again, right? Dial. Just go down this whole line. And obviously you don't want to do this to yourself. This is like, it's like bot work, right? So what you want to do is you want to have an appointment setter do it, have like 10 different sub accounts, and just dial. Just have them literally calling all day, and you're going to have your calendar fill up. Just watch. You're going to have your calendar fill up today, tomorrow, and the next day. You're going to have like 8-10 meetings a day in abundance, literally. Because if each of your appointment setter, think about it, can book in at least 2 meetings a day, you do 2 times 10, that's 20 meetings. A lot of people don't do this, but I remember getting this info like months back, and say, oh, you can hire out your own appointment setters and whatnot, just pay them on commission. I was like, there's no way that works, right? And I never did it. And then I waited so long, and then I finally tried it, and it worked. I wish I tried this sooner, because I would probably be a lot farther in my agency, right? So what I'm saying is you guys got to take action. You guys actually got to do this, because if you're calling up yourself, it just doesn't work. It's so low leverage, right? Time wasting. What you want to be doing too is once you get these setters and they're calling, you guys want to keep getting more setters, keep hiring more setters on, because some of your setters might flake or whatnot. You know what I mean? If appointments might slow down, and then you just hire more setters on and they, keep going. So that way you always have 8 to 10 meetings a day. And because if you just stop hiring, right, there's a high chance that your appointments are going to go down, because there's going to be a few guys that fall off. What if someone gets sick, right? Just shit like that. So things fall through. That's why you guys got to keep hiring appointment setters. A good method for getting appointment setters is either posting on a social media story. You guys want to actually scale this, right? Because let's say you do this for a whole month with 10 setters, right? And you make 20K a month. Well, this time, what you do is you hire a closer on. Now your closer can take double the calls. Now, if you made 20K that month, now you're probably going to make 40K the next month, because if you just hire another 10 setters and another sales rep, well, now you're at 40K a month. You just literally duplicate the system. That's why it's so scalable, and no one's actually doing this, because they just sit in their room all day cold calling. Oh, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. And the highest they're going to get to is maybe 10K a month, just cold calling all day long, doing it yourself. It's just completely bullshit. So you guys got to stop doing that. Also, going back what I said before, right? Here's the thing. You guys got to take numbers into perspective. If you have 10 meetings a day, 8 to 10 meetings a day, there's no way you guys do not close at least 15 grand within your month, right? There's no absolute way. If you have 8 to 10 meetings a day, you're going to at least close 15 grand over the month, at least, right? And so that's why it works so well. Also, what you guys need to focus on is your show up rate. If your show up rate is absolutely dog shit, then obviously you're not going to have meetings and you're not going to be able to close deals. So what you need to do is you have to have a very, very good show up rate. And what this means is calling your appointments. Have your appointment setter, because it's low leverage again if you do this, but you want to have your appointment setter call up the meeting. Let's say your call is in 24 hours. You want your appointment setter to call up all the meetings that they booked 24 hours prior, right? And then if they don't answer 6 hours before, then an hour before, then 5 minutes before, right? If they still don't answer and they haven't joined the call yet, then call them 5 minutes after on your personal cell phone. Call them 10 minutes after, send them a text, right? These guys are very busy, right? They're small business owners. So you have to follow up with these people and get them through the door, whether that mean text, emails, right? Sending them a VSL, right? I'll show you mine, right? If you're in roofing, obviously don't, just copy this, because else it's probably not going to work. But essentially, right, you have this here, right, a VSL, like literally explaining like what you guys are going to talk about on the call, showing testimonials on there. This builds a lot of rapport. It builds a lot of trust. It just helps like so much. Like if they see this video, they're going to show up, right? Even brand push, you can get news articles on you, right? I have literally news articles on my business. It's absolutely insane. Get testimonials, right? Throw them on your VSL. What the one-on-one call is going to be about, right? And in this video, you want to make sure you hit the key points of why are they joining the call? Like you have to have a reason, right? If you guys have this in place, this works very, very well. Send this to them through text, email to get them to show up to the call, right? Make them confirm for the call. Because if your guys' show up rate is dog shit, it's just because you could have, let's say you could have 10 meetings a day and you could have one show up. Like that's just terrible. It's not scalable. So if your show up rate is not good, it's not there, it's just not going to work. So do a disgusting amount of follow-up and you guys will have show ups to your meeting. Here's the thing too, guys, like every single action you take, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? So whether this be DM setting, I recommend email because email is just, it's kind of shit. But whether that be DM setting on Instagram, Facebook, cold calling, if you just got to up the volume, right? If you have so much volume going out, it's such a higher chance to close, right? Because it's basically, the more you have out there, the more your luck you're going to have in actually closing a sale, right? Getting meetings and whatnot. So you guys just need to do the volume. Say cold calling works. Then duplicate it, get more setters, and then book more meetings in. Same with DM. If it's working, right, you're getting 8 to 10 meetings a day with setters, then duplicate it, and you're going to get, like if you duplicate it 3 times, then you're going to be at 60K. 5 times, you're going to be at, 100K a month, right? So it's just volume, right? Volume negates luck. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys actually want to get to, make 10K in literally a week, right? 40K over a month, then listen to the system, else you're probably going to get nowhere in SMMA. So key takeaways, don't be doing this shit yourself. Second, make sure your show up rate is good, right? Contact mobile numbers, get setters to do it for you, pay them on commission, and then just close these deals, right? Close them down, more volume, and you guys are going to win. So it's pretty much everything. Not a crazy long video, but hopefully it provided a good amount of value for you guys that are struggling to get, just appointments and whatnot, actually close the deals within this business model. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.